Chosen one, stop everything. Put down whatever is in your hand. Pause the noise around you. Sit down if you are standing. Because at 3:17 this morning, while your body was still asleep and your spirit was wide awake, heaven sealed something over your name that can never, ever be unsealed. And I have been pacing for hours waiting to find you, waiting to deliver this, waiting for the algorithm to drop you into the path of this message, because what I'm about to tell you cannot wait one more day. Beloved, breathe with me. Just breathe, because I know your spirit is already trembling. I know the moment you clicked on this video, something in your chest tightened in a way you cannot explain. That tightening is not anxiety. That is recognition. That is your soul standing up in attention, because heaven has been trying to reach you for days now, and your spirit knows that this is the message it has been waiting for. I want you to hear me. I want you to feel how seen you are right now, because I know what these last 7 days have felt like. I know what these last 14 days have felt like. I know about the strange heaviness that settles in your chest the moment the sun goes down. The way you can be perfectly fine all day, and then the second the sky turns that golden orange, something in you sinks, and you cannot name it, and you cannot fix it, and you just sit with it, because what else can you do? I know about the tears that come out of nowhere. In the middle of folding laundry, in the middle of a song you have heard 1,000 times, in the middle of a meeting, in the middle of the cereal aisle for no reason at all. Tears that arrive without permission and leave without explanation, and you wipe them quickly and tell yourself you are just tired. I know about the dreams, beloved, the ones you wake up from reaching across the bed for someone whose face you cannot see. The dreams where you are being held by hands you do not recognize but somehow already trust. The dreams where you hear a voice saying your name with so much tenderness that you wake up crying because no one in your real life has ever said your name like that. I know how disorienting it is to wake from those dreams and reach into empty sheets. I know how that hollow space beside you has started to ache louder than it used to. I know about that feeling, beloved, that feeling of watching everyone around you pair up while you sit invisible. The wedding invitation that came in the mail last week that you have not opened, the cousin who just got engaged, the friend who keeps posting their new relationship, the co-worker who casually mentions their partner during lunch, and does not know that one tiny sentence sent you into the bathroom to cry. I see you. I see how you smile and say congratulations and feel happy for them on the surface, and then go home and ask the ceiling, when? When is it my turn? When will someone choose me? When will the universe stop skipping over my name? And the loneliness, beloved, I know exactly where it hits hardest. It is not in the big moments, it is in the small ones. It is in the kitchen at 7 o'clock at night when you are cooking a meal for one and you cannot remember the last time someone sat across from you at that table. It is in the car when a song comes on that you wish you could share with someone. It is at red lights when you look over and there is no one in the passenger seat. It is the silence of pulling into your driveway and knowing that no one is waiting on the other side of the door. That kind of loneliness is the loudest loneliness there is. Type 1, receive it in the comments right now if any of this is landing in your spirit. Type it, beloved. Do not scroll past this. Type it as a marker. Type it as an offering. Type it as a yes to heaven. Because I know about the prayers no one knows about. The 3 a.m. prayers. The ones you whispered into your pillow when you thought no one could hear you. The ones where you said, God, are you still there? The ones where you said, God, did you forget me? The ones where you said, I do not need much. I just need someone to come home to. The ones where you bargained, the ones where you got angry, the ones where you got so tired you stopped using words and just let the tears do the praying for you. I know about the night you almost deleted the dating apps for good. I know about the moment you almost made peace with being alone forever because hoping had started to hurt more than accepting. I know how close you came to closing the door on love completely. Beloved, listen to me. Heaven heard every single whisper. Everyone. Not one syllable was missed. Not one tear was uncounted. Not one sleepless night went unnoticed. And what happened at 3:17 this morning was heaven's direct response to every prayer you ever prayed in private. God has issued a divine decree over your love story. The paperwork of heaven has been signed. The covenant has been sealed in golden ink. Archangel Michael has already been dispatched with the assignment in his hands, and your person, beloved, your actual person, is in motion right now, right this minute, as I speak, as you breathe. The wheels have turned, the decree has gone out. What was hidden is being moved into position. What was delayed is being released. What you have been waiting for is no longer waiting. I cannot tell you everything yet, not in this part, because what I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes is so specific, so detailed, so personal to your situation that I need you to be still and present for it. I need you all in. I need you here with me. This video found you today because the angels needed it to find you today. Not yesterday, not next week, today. The algorithm did not deliver this. Heaven did. And if you want to keep receiving these prophetic downloads, if you want heaven to know it can keep using this channel to deliver direct messages to your spirit, take 3 seconds right now. Subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and type, I receive it in the comments to seal the agreement between you and what God is about to do. Do not skip this. Do not scroll past. Do not promise yourself you will do it later. Do it now, beloved, because the next words out of my mouth are going to change the way you carry yourself for the rest of this season. Now I want you to slow down with me, beloved. Slow your breathing, soften your shoulders, let the urgency settle into something deeper. Because what I'm about to tell you is not breaking news anymore. What I am about to tell you is sacred truth, and sacred truth has to be received slowly, the way oil is poured, the way honey moves, the way light enters a room at dawn. There is no rushing this part. There is only listening. Chosen one, I need you to understand something that is going to reframe your entire life. The reason your love story has taken this long is not because something is wrong with you. It is not because you are too much. It is not because you are not enough. It is not because you missed your chance. It is not because the good ones are taken. It is not because you are unlovable, undesirable, or somehow defective in a way you cannot quite name. None of that is true. None of it has ever been true. The reason your love story has taken this long is because you are not an ordinary soul. You are a sealed soul. You were marked before you ever took your first breath in this body. You were set apart in the quiet before the foundation of the world for a covenant-level love that ordinary timelines simply cannot produce. Let that land, beloved. Let it move slowly through you. You were not made for ordinary love. That is why ordinary love has never satisfied you. That is why every connection that should have worked on paper kept feeling hollow on the inside. That is why you would sit across from someone perfectly nice, perfectly available, perfectly interested, and feel a quiet emptiness in your chest that you could not explain. It was not you being difficult. It was not you having unrealistic standards. It was your spirit refusing to bond with anything less than what God already promised it. Your soul was holding out for something specific, something assigned, something covenant. Because God does not assign cheap love to chosen ones. He does not. He cannot. It would violate everything he set in motion when he formed you. Your spirit was forged in a particular kind of fire so that you could hold a particular kind of weight. The weight of a real love. A loyal love, a loud love, and a quiet love at the same time. A love that requires depth most people are not willing to swim in. And God will not place that kind of weight on a soul that cannot hold it. So he had to take his time. He had to wait until both you and the one being prepared for you were strong enough, cleared enough, healed enough, ready enough. He was not delaying your love story, beloved. He was protecting it. Picture this with me. There is a ledger in heaven, a great book, older than time. And in that ledger, on the page that belongs to you, your name is written in golden ink. And right beside your name, written in the same matching gold, is another name, their name, the one who was assigned to you before either of you took a single breath in this lifetime. The two names are sealed together. They are kept together. They are stored in a vault that no human hand can open. No ex could access that vault. No curse could break into that vault. No timeline could rush the door of that vault. No wrong relationship could rewrite what was already inscribed inside it. That seal has been waiting, beloved, for the appointed hour, not a moment sooner, not a moment later. The appointed hour. And the appointed hour is here. Type 1, receive it one more time. If you can feel the weight of that, type it slowly, type it like a prayer. Now I want to tell you why you have always felt different in relationships, because I know you have. I know you have wondered for years what was wrong with you. I know you have asked yourself why you seem to feel things harder than other people, why you love deeper, why you read between lines no one else even notices, why you remember the small details that no one else remembers, why you stay loyal long past the point when most people would have walked away, why your intuition reads the room before anyone has even spoken, why your tenderness gets called intensity, why your depth gets called too much, why your devotion gets called overwhelming. Why every person you ever opened up to seemed to flinch at the size of what you had to give. Beloved, here is the truth. You did not feel different because something was wrong with you. You felt different because you were never assigned to those people in the first place. They were not built for you. They were not equipped for you. They were not woven for you. Their hands were not made strong enough to carry what your hands were made to give. So of course they fumbled it. Of course they dropped it. Of course they ran from it or shrank from it or twisted it into something it was not meant to be. They were not the recipient of your love. They were never the recipient. They were not even supposed to be in the room. The fact that you tried to make it work with them was a testament to your faithful heart, not a confirmation of their suitability. Every rejection you have ever experienced, beloved, was redirection. Every single one. The one who left when you needed them most was being moved out of the way so the right one could enter. The one who chose someone else was being shown to you as not yours, so you would not waste another season on a wrong assignment. The one who ghosted you, the one who strung you along, the one who said all the right things and did none of them, the one who broke promises like they were made of paper, every single one of them was being removed by holy hands, so that when the real one walked into your life, there would be no clutter left in the doorway. Every heartbreak was protection. I know that does not feel like protection when you are in the middle of it. I know it feels like the opposite of protection. It feels like abandonment. It feels like being thrown out of a moving car. It feels like God is letting you hurt. But beloved, hear me. God was pulling you out of relationships that would have eaten you alive. He was unraveling situations you could not see all the way through. He was preventing futures you would have grieved for years. Some of the people you cried over leaving would have ruined you if they had stayed. You only have eyes to see what was. You do not have eyes to see what would have been. Trust the hand that pulled you out, even when the pulling felt like punishment. And every silent night, beloved, every silent night was preparation. The nights you thought God had gone quiet were the nights he was working the hardest in the unseen. The silence was not absence. The silence was assembly. He was building something for you in a room you were not allowed to enter yet. He was sculpting the soul of the one he was preparing for you. He was softening the places in them that needed to be soft for you. He was strengthening the places in them that needed to be strong for you. He was unhooking them from their old lives the way he was unhooking you from yours. And while he was doing all of that to them, he was doing the same to you. He was purifying you. He was teaching you what to recognize. He was teaching you what to refuse. He was tuning your discernment so finely that when the real one walks into the room, you will not have to wonder. You will know. Because here is the thing, beloved. God would not have allowed you to wait this long for anything ordinary. Sit with that. He would not have. He is not a wasteful God. He is not a cruel God. He does not make his chosen ones wait years for someone average. He does not stretch a covenant soul through this much purification, just to hand them a lukewarm love at the end. The length of your waiting is a direct match for the depth of what is coming. The weight of your tears is a direct match for the weight of the joy that is coming. The size of your loneliness is a direct match for the size of the union being prepared. What is coming for you matches the depth of what you survived. Read that again in your spirit. What is coming for you matches the depth of what you survived. You have been refined, beloved. You have been carved into the exact shape of the vessel that can hold what God is pouring. Nothing about you was wasted. Not the tears, not the loneliness, not the questioning, not the disappointments, not the years that felt like nothing was happening. Every ounce of it was being woven into the soul of the person you are becoming. And the person you are becoming is the only person capable of receiving the love that is about to land in your life. Now, beloved, I have been guided to prepare a sacred written transmission for you. It is waiting in the description of this video. It is called the Chosen Ones Codex, and it is free for you to download tonight. I did not write it on my own. I was led to it. And I have been told very clearly that the chosen ones who download it and read it before bed activate the next layer of their assignment in their sleep. It expands everything I just shared with you about your divine identity. It goes deeper into who you are as a sealed soul. It walks you through the patterns of your purification season. It teaches you how to step into the frequency that magnetizes your covenant union. Go to the description right now, tap the link, save it to your phone. Read it tonight before you close your eyes. Do not delay this. The chosen ones who delay this miss the window. The chosen ones who receive it step into the next chapter immediately. Because what I am about to tell you next is what is happening in the unseen realm around you in the last 72 hours. And once you hear it, you will never look at your life the same way again. Now, lean in, beloved, lean closer. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to make the hair on the back of your neck rise, and you are going to want to be fully present for every single word. Because in the last 72 hours, something massive has shifted in the unseen realm around you. Massive. And you have been feeling it. You did not have language for it. You did not have a name for it, but your body has been registering it. Your spirit has been registering it. Your sleep has been registering it. And tonight I'm going to give you the words for what has been happening to you. Let me start with the wake-ups. The wake-ups, beloved. I know about them. I know that in the last few days you have been waking up at the strangest hours. 3 in the morning exactly, or 3:33, or 4:44, or sometimes 1:11. Your eyes just snap open and you are awake in a way that feels different from normal insomnia. You are not anxious, you are not stressed, you are not even tired in the usual sense. You are just suddenly, completely awake, with a strange stillness around you, and you look at the clock and the numbers are always one of those sequences. Always. Almost like the clock is part of the message. Almost like time itself is trying to tell you something. That is not a sleep problem, beloved. That is a summons. Heaven has been waking you up at the exact moments the veil is thinnest, because heaven has been doing work over you that requires your spirit to be near the surface of consciousness. The work that has been happening over your love story in these specific hours is so significant that your soul has been pulled up out of deep sleep to witness it from the inside, even when your mind cannot remember what was shown. And then there is the smell. Do not skip over this. I know some of you have experienced this and you have not told a single person because you thought you were losing it. You smelled something that was not there, a flower that does not grow in your house, a familiar scent from a memory that does not belong in your current room, the faint smell of cologne or perfume that no one in your home wears, the scent of rain when it was not raining, the scent of something warm and comforting that you cannot place. That, beloved, is a spiritual visitation. The realm of the spirit communicates through scent because scent is the sense most connected to memory and soul recognition. You are being given previews. Your future spouse's signature is being introduced to your senses before you ever meet them in the flesh. Type 1, receive it again right now if any of this is hitting your spirit. Type it because every time you type it, you are sealing the agreement deeper. And the warmth, beloved, the strange warmth that has been showing up on the left side of your body, on your left shoulder, on the left side of your chest, on your left hand. Sometimes a warmth that almost feels like a hand resting there. Sometimes a warmth that travels down your arm and stops at your wrist. Sometimes a warmth that wraps around your back and stays for just a few seconds before lifting. That is not a circulation issue. That is Archangel Michael. He stands at the left side of the chosen ones he is assigned to guard, and when he is actively delivering a message into your field or actively escorting movement on your behalf, his presence registers as warmth on that side of the body. He has been close to you these past few days, beloved, closer than he has ever been, because what is being arranged around you requires his constant presence. And the songs. Oh, the songs. You have noticed it, have you not? Songs about love are playing everywhere you go. In stores, in cafes, in the car when you turn on the radio, in the gym, in the elevator. Songs you have not heard in years, suddenly returning to your ears. Songs you used to love and forgot about, somehow finding you again. Lyrics that feel suspiciously specific to your situation. Lyrics that almost sound like they are speaking directly to you. That is not the algorithm. That is not coincidence. That is heaven serenading you. Heaven is preparing your heart by saturating your environment with the frequency of what is coming. Music is the language of the spirit, and your spirit is being tuned to receive what is on its way. And then the flashes, the sudden flashes, a name that pops into your head, out of nowhere, a name you have not thought of in years, or maybe a name you have never thought of at all. A face that flashes behind your eyelids when you are trying to fall asleep, a face you cannot quite see but that feels intensely familiar, a scene that plays in your mind for half a second, a scene you have never lived but that feels like a memory anyway. Those are previews, beloved. Those are flashes of a future already written that is bleeding back into your present awareness because the timeline is collapsing. The distance between you and your person is shrinking, and shrinking distance produces these little leaks of recognition. And the peace, beloved, the strange new peace that has been settling over you when you least expected it. I want you to notice this one carefully, because this is the most important sign of all. The grief you have been carrying for so long, the heavy heartache that has been your constant companion, has started to feel different in the last few days. It has not disappeared completely, but it has loosened. It has lifted just slightly. There have been moments, just moments, where you felt a strange calm where the longing used to scream, where you felt almost okay, where you felt held by something invisible, where you almost smiled for no reason. That is not denial. That is not numbness. That is the first wave of arrival. When something sacred is approaching, the old emotional weather begins to break apart even before the new weather has fully landed. The peace you are feeling is a preview of the peace your person carries. Beloved, none of these things are coincidences. I need you to hear me, none of them. They are footsteps. Do you understand what I am saying? They are footsteps. Your person is walking toward you through the spiritual realm before they walk toward you in the physical. Every wake up at 3, every phantom scent, every warmth on your left side, every song that plays at exactly the right moment, every flash of a face, every wave of unexplained peace, every one of those is a footstep. Every one of those is the sound of someone closing the distance between where they were and where you are. The threshold of your life is being approached, beloved. The threshold of your life is being approached. And now I want to tell you what is happening to them. Because while all of this has been happening to you, the mirror version of it has been happening to them. Right now, as I am speaking, your future spouse is being supernaturally relocated. Their entire life is being rearranged in ways they do not understand and could not have planned. Some of them are about to take a new route to work, a route they have never taken before, because something in their gut will tell them to turn down a different street. Some of them are accepting an invitation right now that they would normally have refused. A wedding they did not want to attend, a trip they did not want to take, a coffee with an old friend they almost cancelled, a networking event they almost skipped, a class they signed up for on impulse, a church service they were not planning to attend. Every one of those decisions is being whispered into them by their guardian angels so that they will be standing in the exact location where the collision can happen. Some of them are moving cities, beloved. There is a relocation happening in the life of your person right now. Some are changing jobs. Some are ending a relationship that should have ended a long time ago. Some are finally walking away from a situation that has drained them for years. Some are coming out of a depression they have been stuck in. Some are doing the inner work they have been avoiding. Some are sitting in a therapist's office for the first time in their life, because something inside them is telling them they need to be ready for what is coming, even though they do not know what is coming. They feel the inexplicable restlessness. They feel pulled. They feel like they need to move, change, shift, prepare, even though they cannot put it into words. And they are dreaming of you, beloved. They are dreaming of you. They do not see your face yet. The face is being held back from them on purpose. But they feel you. They feel a warmth in the dream that they have never felt anywhere else. They feel a voice that calms them. They feel a presence beside them in their sleep that makes them not want to wake up. And then they do wake up. And they wake up with you on their mind. They do not know it is you. They do not have your name. They do not have your face. But you are the feeling they carry into their day. You are the something they cannot shake. You are the inexplicable ache in their chest as they brush their teeth in the morning. They are crying at random moments too, beloved, just like you. In the car, in the shower, at the kitchen counter. Sometimes they are doing something completely mundane and tears just rise up out of nowhere and they cannot explain it. Because their soul knows that something sacred is approaching. Their soul knows that the long wait is almost over. Their soul is grieving the old life and welcoming the new life simultaneously. And the body is the only place that grief and welcome can meet. So the body cries. Picture this with me. Picture two souls in this moment, yours and theirs. Picture invisible golden threads stretching from your chest to theirs, threads of pure light. Threads that have always been there but that have suddenly been pulled taut. Picture how those threads are being wound, slowly and patiently, by divine hands. Every time you take a breath, the thread shortens by a millimeter. Every time they take a breath, the thread shortens by a millimeter. Picture the thread weaving through traffic, through time zones, through buildings, through circumstances, through entire histories. Picture it pulling both of you, gently but relentlessly, toward one single coordinate in space and time that has already been chosen. You are already on your way to each other. Do you hear me? You have been on your way to each other for years, but in the last 72 hours the speed of the convergence has accelerated. What used to feel like a slow drift has become an undeniable pull. Both of you can feel it now. Both of you are reading the same signs without knowing the other is reading them too. Both of you are waking up at the same hours. Both of you are crying at the same kinds of moments. Both of you are sensing that something has shifted, that something is close, that something is finally coming. So, beloved, hear me when I tell you this. Be awake in your life right now. Be present. Be aware. Stop walking through your days on autopilot. Look up from your phone in public places. Notice who is around you. Notice who walks past you. Notice who you almost did not notice. Because somewhere in this next season, in the next few weeks, in the next few moments even, you are going to make eye contact with someone you have never seen before, and something in your chest is going to do something it has never done before. Something in you is going to recognize something in them. You will not be able to explain it. You will not be able to justify it, but it will be unmistakable. The next stranger who locks eyes with you for 1 second too long, beloved, pay attention. Now, beloved, I need to shift with you. I need you to feel the change in my voice. Because what I am about to say is not a soft word. It is not a sweet word. It is a watchman word. And I am stepping up onto the wall of your life right now to warn you. Because if you do not hear this part, you could lose everything I just spent the last 3 sections preparing you for. So sit up straight, lock in, do not scroll, do not let your attention drift. This part is the part most chosen ones miss, and it is the exact reason their sealed promise gets delayed by months or even years. Hear me. The enemy always attacks the hardest right before a sealed promise lands. Always. Every single time. There is a pattern in the spirit, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. When heaven has signed a decree and the angels have been dispatched and the arrival is imminent, the kingdom of darkness goes on high alert. They cannot stop what has been sealed. They know that. But they can try to get you to abort it. They can try to get you to disqualify yourself. They can try to get you to step out of position right before the collision happens. And that is exactly what they are about to attempt in your life in the next 7 to 21 days. So, I am going to walk you through the 3 specific attacks heading your way, and I am going to teach you how to recognize them and how to refuse them. The first attack, beloved, is the ghost. A ghost from your past is going to resurface. I need you to brace yourself for this one because it is the one that takes down the most chosen ones at this exact stage. An ex is going to text you out of nowhere. A name is going to flash on your screen that you have not seen in months or years. A memory is going to start haunting you in vivid detail. The good memories, never the bad ones, because the enemy is a master editor and he only shows you the highlight reel. An old wound is going to start throbbing in your chest as if it just happened yesterday. You might run into someone unexpectedly. You might see a post that triggers something. You might find an old photo while cleaning. You might hear a song that takes you back. None of this is random, beloved. None of it. The enemy knows your weak spots and he is about to press every single one of them in coordinated sequence. Do not respond. Do you hear me? Do not respond. Do not reply to the text. Do not click on the profile. Do not let your finger hover over their name in your phone. Do not write the message and then delete it and then write it again. Do not entertain the thought of just one coffee, just one conversation, just one closure. There is no closure available with someone God already removed from your life. Closure is a trick the enemy uses to reopen doors heaven slammed shut for your protection. That person is a decoy. That person is a counterfeit. That person is being used as a distraction at the exact hour when the real one is converging on your coordinates. Every minute you spend re-engaging with the past is a minute the enemy is trying to steal from your future. Block if you have to. Delete if you have to. Move the contact into a folder you cannot see. Whatever you have to do to keep your eyes forward, do it. Because if you turn around now, beloved, you will miss the meeting that heaven scheduled. Type sealed in the comments right now if you can feel that warning landing in your spirit. Type it as a stake in the ground. Type it as your refusal of every counterfeit reaching for you right now. The second attack is doubt. A wave of doubt is going to crash over you in the next few days, and it is going to feel so strong that you will think it is coming from inside of you. It is not. I want to make this very clear. The doubt is not yours. The doubt is interference. You are going to wake up one morning, maybe a few days from now, and you are going to think to yourself, maybe I made all of this up. Maybe nothing is actually coming. Maybe I am just lonely and clinging to videos on the internet. Maybe I am not chosen. Maybe I am ordinary. Maybe everyone else gets a love story and I just get this. Maybe I should stop hoping. Maybe I should just accept my life as it is. Maybe. That voice is going to feel real. It is going to feel rational. It is going to feel like wisdom finally arriving to talk you down from your delusion. It is not wisdom. It is sabotage wearing the costume of wisdom. Beloved, the enemy cannot stop what God sealed, but he can try to convince you that what God sealed was never real. That is his oldest trick in the book. He whispered it to Eve in the garden. Did God really say? Did God really mean? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? He is going to whisper the same questions to you in the next 2 weeks. Did heaven really seal something over you? Did the messenger really come? Is this really happening? Maybe you are imagining it. Maybe you are gullible. Maybe you are reaching. Do not engage with that voice. Do not argue with it. Do not try to reason with it. Just identify it for what it is and refuse it. Speak out loud if you have to. Say, I rebuke this doubt. This is not my voice. This is interference. My promise is sealed. My person is coming. The decree stands. And then go on with your day. Do not give doubt 1 minute longer than it deserves. The third attack, beloved, is the counterfeit. And this one is the most dangerous of all 3 because it does not come dressed like an enemy. It comes dressed like an answer. Within the next 7 to 21 days, someone is going to appear in your life who feels almost right. Almost. They will be charming. They will be attentive. They will move fast. They will say the right things at the right times. They will seem like they materialized out of nowhere just for you. You might meet them on an app. You might meet them through a friend. You might bump into them somewhere unexpected. And there will be a part of you, a tired part, a hopeful part, that will want to grab onto them with both hands and say, yes, finally, this is it. This is the one I have been waiting for. But beloved, listen. There will be a knot in your stomach. There will be a quiet unease in your gut that you will try to ignore. There will be a small voice underneath the excitement that whispers something is off here. There will be a check in your spirit. Do not override that check. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not let your loneliness drown out your discernment. The counterfeit is sent specifically to test whether you will settle for almost right when divinely right is already on the way. The enemy is hoping you will be so eager for love that you will accept a fake one days before the real one walks through your door. So let me teach you how to discern between the two. Write this down if you have to. The real one will bring peace. The counterfeit will bring adrenaline. The real one will feel like exhaling. The counterfeit will feel like holding your breath. The real one will bring clarity. The counterfeit will bring confusion. The real one will move at a slow, steady, sustainable pace because they are not afraid of losing you. The counterfeit will move at a pressured pace, will love bomb you, will rush you, will create urgency where there should be patience. The real one will respect your no. The counterfeit will negotiate with your no. The real one will pray for you. The counterfeit will perform for you. The real one will be consistent in private the way they are in public. The counterfeit will be one person on the outside and another on the inside. The real one will make you feel safer the longer you are with them. The counterfeit will make you feel more anxious the longer you are with them. Remember these markers, beloved. Print them on the inside of your eyelids, because in the next few weeks you are going to need them. And one more warning, beloved, and this is an important one. Be careful who you share this prophecy with. Not everyone in your life is meant to carry this word with you. Not everyone in your life will receive it the way you received it. Some people will hear you say, I am about to meet my person, and they will look at you sideways. They will laugh quietly. They will say things like that, sure, okay. They will subtly try to talk you down from your faith, because your faith makes them confront the things they have given up on in their own lives. Do not throw your pearls before people who will trample them. Keep this prophecy sealed in your own heart. Tell God, tell your journal, tell the angels, tell the empty room if you need to. But do not tell people who have already shown you that they do not have the spiritual capacity to hold sacred news without contaminating it. Protect what God has placed inside you. And beloved, hear me on this. Stop watering dead situationships. Stop. Right now. Every situationship you are still tending to, every almost relationship you are still hoping will turn into something. Every back door you have kept open just in case. Every person you have not fully released because you are afraid of what life will look like without them. All of it is taking up space that needs to be empty for what is coming. You cannot bring a new love into a heart that is still half occupied by old loves. You have to clear the table. You have to say the final goodbye to the maybes. You have to stop entertaining the ghosts. You have to stop keeping someone in your peripheral vision who God already removed from your foreground. Close the doors, beloved. Close them and lock them. Heaven cannot deliver a sealed promise into a house with the back door wide open. Chosen one, if this message is hitting your spirit right now, I need you to do something before we go any further. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, subscribe right now. Ring the bell. And type sealed in the comments, because I am being shown that there is a follow-up confirmation video coming through this channel in the next 3 days, specifically for the chosen ones who received this message tonight. You need to be on this channel for that follow-up. You do not want to miss it. The confirmation video is going to give you the very specific signs to watch for in the 7 days immediately following this prophecy. Subscribe so heaven knows where to find you. Type sealed so the angels know you agreed. And beloved, I have to remind you about the ebook in the description one more time, because I would be doing you a disservice if I did not. The Chosen Ones Codex has an entire chapter dedicated to identifying the counterfeit versus the covenant. It walks you through it in detail with specific markers and scenarios and discernment tools that I did not have time to fully unpack here in this video. If you are about to enter the 7 to 21 day window I just described, you need that chapter in your hands before the counterfeit arrives. Not after, before. Download it tonight. Read the discernment chapter first. Highlight what jumps out at you. Take notes. Do not delay this. The chosen ones who are armed before the test passes the test. The chosen ones who are unarmed when the test comes are the ones who fall for the counterfeit. Do not be unarmed, beloved. Go to the description right now, get the ebook, read it before bed. Now take a breath with me, just one deep breath, because I have warned you about everything I needed to warn you about. The watchman has spoken, the wall has been guarded, the threats have been named. And what comes next is the third and biggest revelation of this entire message, because once you have been protected against what is coming against you, you are finally ready to hear what God is releasing through you and to you. So stay with me, beloved. The best part is still ahead. Now, beloved, sit up, lift your chin, open your hands, because what I'm about to release over you is the biggest revelation of this entire message, and it is going to require you to receive it with everything in you. I have walked you through who you are. I have walked you through what is happening in the unseen. I have warned you about what the enemy will throw at you in the next 21 days. But there is one final truth I have not told you yet. And once you understand it, you will never again wonder why your love story has been guarded so fiercely by heaven. Hear me. This love is not just for you. Read that in your spirit. This love is not just for your happiness. This love is not just so you can stop being lonely. This love is not just so you can finally have someone to come home to and someone to text good morning. Yes, it will be all of those things. Yes, you will receive every tender, ordinary, sacred mercy of being loved well. But the union itself, beloved, the union itself is part of your divine assignment on this earth. It is part of why you were born. It is part of why you were sealed before the foundation of the world. God is not just joining two lonely people together. God is joining two chosen ones together to form a spiritual powerhouse. Do you understand what I just said? A spiritual powerhouse. Your union will birth ministry. Your union will birth legacy. Your union will birth healing for people who have never met you and never will meet you, but whose lives will be touched by the ripple of what the two of you build. Your union will break generational chains in both of your bloodlines that have been bound for hundreds of years. Your union will produce children, whether literal or spiritual, who will carry something into the next generation that the enemy has been trying to abort for centuries. Your union will be a witness to thousands of other people who needed to see what God-ordained love actually looks like before they could believe it was real. Your love story is not a private love story. It is a public testimony being prepared in private chambers. That is why the preparation has been so long. That is why the purification has been so deep. That is why the waiting has been so weighty. Heaven does not invest this much in something small. Heaven invests this much in something that is going to shake regions. And I want you to understand the kind of love that is walking toward you. I want you to taste it before it arrives. I want you to picture it so clearly that when it lands in your life, you will recognize it immediately. So let me describe them to you, beloved. Let me paint them into your awareness. The person walking toward you is a person who prays for you before you wake up. Sit with that. Before your eyes open, before your feet touch the floor somewhere in the world, this person is already speaking your name to heaven, already covering you, already asking God to bless your day. You have never had someone who did that for you. You have always been the one praying for others. Now someone is being prepared to pray for you. The person walking towards you is someone who protects your name in rooms you are not in. They do not let people speak ill of you behind your back. They do not laugh along when someone tries to make a joke at your expense. They do not sit silent when your character is being questioned. They defend you in conversations you will never even know happened. Your reputation will be safer in their mouth than it has ever been in anyone else's. The person walking toward you is generous without being asked. They notice what you need before you have to say it. They show up with the thing you mentioned wanting weeks ago that you forgot you even mentioned. They give of their time, their attention, their resources, their tenderness, freely and without keeping score. They are not transactional. They are not stingy. They are not weighing whether you have earned what they offer. They give because they love. That is the only math that matters to them. The person walking toward you is loyal in a generation of cheaters. Their eyes do not wander. Their phone does not have secrets. Their heart does not entertain other options. They were taught loyalty by the fire that almost destroyed them. They learned the value of staying because they have seen too many people leave. You will never have to wonder if they are yours. You will know. The person walking toward you sees your crown when you forget you are wearing it. On the days when you cannot see yourself clearly, they will see you for you. On the days when you feel small, they will speak of you as if you are royalty. On the days when the old voices try to creep back in and tell you that you are not enough, they will be the loudest voice in your ear reminding you who you are. They were assigned to you in part to mirror back to you what God has always seen. The person walking toward you is spiritually awake. They are aligned. They have done their own work, beloved. They have sat through their own purification. They have cried their own tears. They have wrestled their own demons. They have built their own relationship with the Most High. You are not going to have to drag them into faith. You are not going to have to teach them how to pray. You are not going to have to carry the spiritual weight of the relationship alone the way you have carried so many other things alone. They will meet you on the altar. They will kneel beside you. They will build with you, not behind you. The person walking towards you matches your depth. Let that one breathe. Matches your depth. Will not flinch at how deeply you feel. Will not call your sensitivity dramatic. Will not call your intuition crazy. Will not call your love too much. They will swim into the deep end with you. They will sit with you in the long conversations. They will hold the silence with you in the hard ones. They have been trained to be a deep water companion. And beloved, hear me on this one. The person walking towards you will never ever make you beg. Not for love, not for attention, not for time, not for commitment, not for honesty, not for kindness, not for any of it. The era of you having to beg to be loved is over. Did you hear me? It is over. The covenant person does not require you to fight for what should be freely given. They offer themselves before you have to ask. They make their love obvious. They make their intentions clear. They make you feel chosen without you ever having to wonder. What is coming for you, beloved, is a love that feels like coming home after lifetimes of wandering. That is the only way I can describe it. A love that feels like exhaling a breath you did not even know you had been holding. A love where you finally get to put your suitcase down. A love where you finally get to stop performing. A love where you can show up tired, messy, undone, and still be received as beautiful. A love that lets you rest. And to every doubt still rising in you right now, every quiet whisper saying this sounds too good for me, this happens for other people, but not for me, hear me one final time. What God seals, no person can break, no ex can interrupt, no past wound can sabotage, no enemy can cancel, no timeline can outrun, no mistake you made can disqualify, no flaw you carry can prevent. The decree has been signed in the courts of heaven. The angel has been dispatched. The meeting is inevitable. Inevitable. There is no version of your future where this does not happen. There is no parallel universe in which you do not meet them. The seal at 3:17 this morning has settled it once and for all. So now, beloved, receive what I am about to declare over your life. Receive it with both hands open. Receive it with your whole body. Receive it with the deepest part of your spirit, because the prophet is about to speak. I declare over you, chosen one, that the waiting season is over. Over. It is over. The years of asking when, the years of crying alone, the years of feeling forgotten, all of it is closing behind you as we speak. I declare that within 30 days, divine collisions begin, doors begin to open, coincidences begin to multiply, strangers begin to appear. The unfolding has been set in motion and nothing can pull it back. I declare that your person is moving toward you as I speak this word. Their feet are taking steps, their decisions are being shifted, their path is being redirected. Every breath they take is a breath that brings them closer to you. I declare every counterfeit exposed in your life, every fake one revealed, every wrong one removed, every distraction dissolved, every decoy dismantled. I declare every delay broken over your love story, every assignment of the enemy against your union shattered, every door of confusion slammed shut and bolted, every cobweb of doubt cleared from your mind. I declare your home prepared, your heart healed, your spirit ready, your hands open, your eyes awake, your timing aligned with heaven's timing. I declare that love, real love, loyal love, sealed love, sacred love, covenant love, the love your soul has been crying out for since you were a child, is walking towards you now. Now. Not someday, not eventually. Now. And so, beloved, prepare. Prepare with your hands, and with your home, and with your heart. Clean a space in your house for another soul to enter. Make room in your closet. Make room on the other side of your bed. Make room at your dinner table. Soften your heart in the places it had to harden to survive. Release the old grudges. Release the old wounds. Release the old version of you that believed they would never be chosen. Speak as if it is already done. Speak as if they are already here. Live as if love has already crossed the threshold of your life. Because in the unseen realm, beloved, it already has. You are just waiting for the physical to catch up to the spiritual. Before we close, beloved, hear me. If this prophecy landed in your spirit tonight, if even one chill ran down your spine, if even one tear rose in your eyes, if even one knowing settled in your gut, do these 3 things before you sleep. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet. Heaven needs to be able to find you again. The confirmation video is coming in 3 days and you cannot miss it. Share this video with one other chosen one in your life who needs to hear this tonight. There is someone on your contact list right now whose face just flashed in your mind. Send it to them. Sharing accelerates your own blessing because every chosen one you reach activates a portion of your own breakthrough. And then comment, "My love is sealed" under this video. Plant your seed of agreement into the comment section. Let your testimony be public. Let heaven record your yes. Sleep well tonight, chosen one. Heaven is moving while you rest. Angels are working through the night on your behalf. The decree is sealed and the arrival is set. And very soon, sooner than you think, you will look across a room and you will know. Amen.